Okay, so once you have everything set up with your own affiliate accounts and your website's coded by us and your paperwork submitted, this is one of the most important videos you can watch. So please pay close attention. For starters, your website's like a new car. Its engine has to be broken in, and it takes some time. Your site has to gain trust with the search engines. It's not a get-rich-quick scheme at all. It's a method to obtain a passive income for multiple years on end, week after week after week, but again, it takes some time for everything to fall in place. The only thing holding you back is traffic, and we are going to get you some really decent traffic, but we're also going to show you how to take a proactive role with your website business. If you'll just put a few hours a week into this, you can get hundreds of thousands of visitors to your site in the next 12 months alone. If you want hundreds of thousands or perhaps millions of visitors, and you want your website to do something significant, there's really only two choices. It's time or money. Either put some of your time in yourself or pay for more traffic. We do have scalable advertising packages available that can bring you more visitors than you can imagine. If you have more money than you do time right now, then call me personally to discuss the advanced advertising options. However, if you have more time than money, let's cover what you need to do. You might ask yourself, well, yeah, what am I going to do for the next 2 to 3 hours a week for months on end? Your goal is to actually place 2 to 3 posts or pages yourself each and every week on your site. I'm going to use those words interchangeably. Pages, posts, same thing. Now, before you go any further, please make sure that you've watched all the other videos on how to add a post to your site. Your post should be about your website category, or as close as possible so that they're relevant. The key to massive traffic is to make posts about current events, current things that are happening right now, or things that are going to be happening in the near future. And you write about what people are currently searching for right now. Think of it like the news. You always want to talk about the newest and latest thing of what's happening or is about to happen in relation to your website's category. So let's go to Google and I'll show you how to do research to find that current event in just a few minutes of time. This should be done once every single week because new things are always coming up. Typically, you might find 3 or 4 per week. To give you some ideas, I'm going to quickly outline what to search for under specific categories, and I'm willing to bet this will touch on your very website. To succeed, all you need to do, again, is find the most current news or rumors or breakthroughs in your industry. Now, with beauty, you're going to want to find the newest makeup or anti-aging or acne product or hair product, cosmetic surgery. It covers so many topics, and you want to try most of the time to tie it into a celebrity. Find a celebrity who endorses a product, but a new product, not something that's been out for 10 years. Make sure it's also related to beauty. Now, fitness, that can be tied into weight loss, and there's a ton of new products always being released, and this is a good opportunity for a celebrity as well. Now, a celebrity is not required, but it will give your page, your post, extra juice. Now, with the iPhone or cell phones, iPad, computers, laptops, any electrical device, you always want to find the newest model that's coming out and talk about it. You also want to check for any news about the specific company, like their stock, sales, earnings, lawsuits, you name it, anything current. Again, regardless of your category, you want current events, and I'm going to spend some time right now teaching you how to do this. So let's go to Google, and let's start off with beauty. Now, what I like to do, most of you have Amazon, some of you have eBay. It really doesn't matter. Everything on eBay is on Amazon within 95%. Okay, so we go to google.com, and let's start with the beauty category. What I like to do is find the higher selling products. Now with beauty, Perfumes are typically expensive. So are those anti-aging serums or creams. So what we can do is we can type in hottest perfumes. Items will automatically come up, and we can see this Marc Jacobs, $76. Look at this, Clive Christian, $375 a bottle. That is some pricey stuff. You're paid a percentage of commission, so that can actually be really good for you. Now that might be really specialized. You have to do some research. So let's do that now. We can even type in Amazon hottest perfume, and Amazon has a bestseller list for every single category they have. So we can click on this. This takes us to Amazon. We can start to look at these different brands of what their best-selling products are. Now, if we're going to find news about perfumes, for this example of beauty, we're going to have to do a search for that. We're going to have to get some of these company names. Here's CK, that's Calvin Klein, Dolce & Gabbana, Acqua di Gio by Giorgio. So we've got Giorgio, Calvin Klein, Dolce & Gabbana, Nautica. That's 4 right there. So let's go into, back to Google. Let's do a search for Calvin Klein. Now the trick is, you've got to look right below the bar. You have web, images, shopping, maps, news. We want to click on news. We want to see if anything's happening with this company. And we look through the results. Here's one that was posted 12 hours ago. Calvin Klein go nocturnal with new Eternity Night. Let's click on that. They're coming out with a brand new perfume brand in August. So this is future news. And this could be something that we can write about. So we're going to need to get some content on this. So we're going to copy Eternity Night, go back to Google, type in Calvin Klein, Eternity Night, go back to news, and now we can get all these articles about it. Some of these are in Russian, so that won't be helpful. So that's just one example of how to actually get more info from the news. Another thing, we can type in now at the next company, we can try Nautica. You can see if anything's happening with that. Here's an ad for Father's Day. This is actually a great timing since Father's Day is in a couple days. Okay, let's try Dolce & Gabbana. And again, once a week, you spend a little bit of time going through some company product names that are related to your category, looking for the newest news, breakthroughs, rumors, product launches to give you ideas on what's hot right now and what to write your post about. Same thing goes with fitness. You can type in right now, hottest fitness equipment. We'll switch back to the web, and we can see Bowflex. Schwinn has an elliptical rider. Now we can click on news. It will give it to us. Start looking through for any kind of trends or anything new that's coming up. You can type in weight loss, which is related. Here we go. Yacon syrup. I've never heard of it. It's the latest weight loss craze. It's interesting. Weight loss fad. We can learn a little bit about it. We can go to Amazon. We can do a search. All departments. Let's make sure it's being sold in there. And here it is. So this could be a great new fad. And a lot of these weight loss products, they're only hot for 6 months to a year. This must be pretty new. I've never heard of it. The most recent one was that Garcinia cambogia that Dr. Oz promoted, but that's been out for a few years now. It's not as hot. So this would be a great one to write about on your fitness/weight loss site. Yacon syrup. Now let's move forward. Let's go back to Google. And let's take a look at the iPhone. We can click on News. And of course we know that Apple makes the iPhone. And look at this. New iPhone 6 photos leaked by Taiwanese pop star. So the newest thing for the iPhone right now is the new version, the iPhone 6. It'd be a great thing to write about. We can actually do a specific search for that right now. And now we're going to get here's the rumors, all these articles about the iPhone 6. Let's try the iPad. It's another category that we have. Apple's next generation iPad, rumored to feature the A8 chip. I don't even know what the A8 chip is, but let's Google it. A8 chip. Next generation. Must be some mega. It's got an 8 megapixel camera. It's the A8 processor. That's big stuff. For people that are techie, and they always want to be on the up and up, and they want to make sure that they wait for the new model, this is a great way for you to post this. But then there's other people that won't care. They'll just want to get it now. You want to educate them, start getting the ball rolling. Let's take a look at the best-selling laptop. Let's do that on the web. This will be for computers. And look at this. Here comes the Amazon. You can see a list. Look at this. This is like a tablet plus a laptop, has a keyboard, it swivels. It's very reasonable, $347. Here's the Apple MacBook Air. I know these are popular, all the kids like them, even though they're super pricey. So we can get some ideas. But let's try this. We can copy this text if we're careful. We right click, select it, copy it, or we can type it into the browser, go back to Google, and we do a search. We go into news. You know, this is all about a value tablet/laptop. It's very reasonable. It's half the price of some of the iPads, yet it functions like one. So once again, here's all these topics. So that's how you pretty much do your research. You can spend 5-10 minutes, play around. You only have to really focus on your category. I've gone through 4 or 5. Now let's go ahead and see how we pull the content. So for this one, I'm going to go back to the iPhone because I think that's interesting. iPhone 6. I'm going to make sure I'm in the news section so I get more articles and less, product advertising. I want the real guts here. And let's start clicking on these. Continue to cite. This is by Forbes. Here's the article. If we can get to it, we got to close this stuff out. This is some great information. If it would stop giving me these pop-ups, which is getting kind of annoying. Okay, great. So what we do is we open up a Microsoft Word document. Looks like this. If you have an Apple, you've got your own text editor. It could be a notepad. I like to use Word because it has spell check. So I'm going to kind of size this, and I'm going to resize the browser. And I'm going to start pulling this content. It's okay if I get the images. I'm going to copy that. I'm going to paste it. Now I'm going to go through here and I'm going to delete these images out because we'll get our own image for our own post. And I'm just going to leave some of this text, most of it. And now I'm going to hit back on my browser a couple times. And I'm going to get back to the iPhone 6. I'll have to type it in. My browser's kind of acting up. And I'm going to go down to the next article. This is from WHNT. I'm just going to grab the text. I'm going to carefully do it so I don't get all the other stuff I don't want. It'll save time from having to delete it. But I'm just grabbing these articles right now. I'm going to grab like 4 or 5. A lot of this is based on rumors. And this is awesome because, again, what's really popular right now is the iPhone 5, since you can get it, so we can advertise that right in their post. Not to mention this Beats Audio. And that's another huge story that's now just a few weeks old with Dr. Dre, the rapper, who's the celebrity endorsement for it. It's going to make him a billionaire. He's the first billionaire celebrity rapper. It's a whole other topic you could be talking about right now that's huge. Those Beats headphones are extremely expensive. They're like $300. So we've got 3 articles right now. Let's keep getting a couple more. Here's a comparison based off reports. And again, we're going to grab this text. A lot of these articles are short, and your article can be pretty short too. I typically try to grab 4 or 5 and try to make 2 to 3 out of the 4 or 5. So now we have 4. Going back for one more. Here's another one. And we're going to try to grab this. If we have to log in, we're just going to skip it. It's too much work. I can even go to page 2. Here's one. Don't be afraid to go to page 2 or 3 or 4 even. We're going to grab this text. This is some good stuff. Copy it and paste it. So now, here we go. We have 7 pages of, we're going to get rid of that. And there we go. So now, this is where a little bit of the work comes in. We're going to find things that we like. What I like to do is, to make this easier, I like to have 2 Word documents going. And I'm going to go through and find paragraphs inside of the 7 pages that I like, that I want to pull out, that I think are pertinent for the post. So I'm going to pause this, pull those out. I'll be right back. Okay, so I went ahead and pulled out a few paragraphs that I liked. Really, one is about this Jimmy Lin, Taiwanese pop star, who apparently gets his hands on these iPhones quicker because he's a celebrity. Here's some specifications that will most likely be with the iPhone 6, as well as some rumors about the headphone jack changing. Like they're going to have their own proprietary headphone jack, which means none of the other headphones will work with the thing. And a lot of people are going to be angry about that, especially when they go out and drop $300 on their Beats headphones by Dr. Dre, which is another thing. So we're going to take these paragraphs. I only pulled out 6 or 7, and what we're going to do is we're going to actually put these into our own words so that we're not plagiarizing. So I'm going to rewrite this paragraph and kind of show you guys how to do it. You don't have to be a great writer or anything. You've got spell check on your Word document, but we want to put it into our own words again so we're not plagiarizing. Okay, so that took about a minute and a half, and I simply rewrote this paragraph. The original, Jimmy Lin is back again. The high-profile Taiwanese pop star and racing car driver has leaked the sharpest images yet of the iPhone 6. Lin previously posed with the iPhone 5C on his Weibo account, whatever that is, in August. Photos that proved to be legitimate when Apple officially launched the handset 1 month later. So I just rewrote it like this. High-profile Taiwanese pop star Jimmy Lin is back in the spotlight again. Lin, also a race car driver, has leaked the sharpest images yet of the iPhone 6. He did this previously for the iPhone 5, and the photos proved to be accurate a month later when the handset was officially launched. So, super easy. Super easy. We can now delete that. I would simply go through, reword these, try to make the new article read congruently so that it makes sense, and then come up with a title. You know, a title for this could be rumors of iPhone 6 and pictures to back it up. Okay, that would be a pretty good title. because there probably are a lot of people searching for this and trying to find a picture of a new handset. So I'm going to go ahead and finish this, and then I'm going to show you how to post it and monetize the ad. Be right back. Okay, so once your post or your article has been reworded and restructured, again, it should take you less than 30 minutes. We're talking about doing 2 or 3 of these per week. Definitely takes less than an hour for each one. A lot of times, if I get 5 or 6 articles, I can actually get 2 posts out of it about the same subject, and I'll post them on the website within a couple of days of each other. You never want to post all 3 at once. You're better off posting 2 or 3 posts throughout the week at different times. Search engines prefer it for whatever reason. So all you have to do is take your article, you'll go to Posts, you click on Posts, then you click on Add New. It takes you to this area where you enter your title, you put the body in, you can click Publish. So I'm just going to copy the title and paste it right in there. And it's a title, so you can kind of play around with the caps. Then take the rewritten article, copy that, paste it right into the body. It's really as simple as that. Once it's pasted, we can maximize the screen. This particular one actually is about the iPhone, so I can check off that category right there. You can also add a new category. If this happened to be about the Beats the Beats headphones, you could actually add a new category, call it what you want, and click on Add. In this case, I'm just going to use the iPhone category. The last 2 things to do with this, we need to get an image of the iPhone 6, and I like to get mine from Google. So let's go back to Google. Let's just type in iPhone 6. And now we'll click on Images. And we'll try to find one that looks pretty cool. I kind of like this. Shows a comparison based off the rumors. So let's go ahead and right-click, Save Link As. I'm going to put it right on the desktop so I can find it, and I'm going to call it iPhone 6. I click Save. It's that simple. You can get any image you want. Let's go back to our post, and we want to put the image inside of the page, and that's going to be contingent upon where you make this cursor blink. I'd like to put it at the top left, so I'm going to make sure the cursor is blinking right there. Now I click on Add Media, and I can literally drag and drop the file from my desktop, or I can browse for it. And there it is, iPhone 6. Okay, so just to clarify, make sure you save the link as an image. You select on the image, there it is. And we're going to make the alignment left. At full size is pretty huge. Sometimes it will give you the option to resize the image. In this case, it does not, so we're going to do a little bit of extra work. I'm going to show you a quick trick. So what you want to do is find the image. Here it is right here. And I'm going to right-click, and I'm going to open with Paint. Every Windows computer has Paint, and I'm positive that the Macintosh has something too. This image is just way too big, so I'm going to click on Resize. And I'm going to make it 30%. And there we go. That looks a little small, so I can actually do this. Maybe not. Let's try 50%. That looks pretty good. I'll click Save. I can close it. Now, when I bring it back, we can see it's resized. And a lot of times WordPress will do that for you. I guess not on everything. We want to make sure there's no link. We're not going to link it anywhere. We'll click Insert into Post. And we had two, so I delete the one. Here it is. We can click on Preview. Right there. And I'm not crazy about the way that image put in, so we're going to play with that. Okay, so I put it below the first paragraph. It is a larger size. I think that looks fine. So this is just in preview mode. So now that we've got our image added, we're going to want to go ahead and put some Amazon products in here that are related. And again, it's all based on where you put the cursor. So you can see the cursor's blinking. All we do now is click on the bullseye, and we're going to put an ASIN page inside of it. Now we need to grab an ASIN ID. So all we have to do is go to Amazon.com. Make sure that you're logged in. If you are logged in, you'll see this link to this page. And we're going to search for the iPhone 5. Here's one right here. I'm going to click on that. It's unlocked, which is good. And then if you watched our last video, you know to grab the 10-digit number sequence right here, number and letter. We're going to copy that. We're going to paste it right inside of here and click Submit. Now, because this also touches on the beats, let's put a second product in here. And maybe we'll put it down here in between this text. So we'll go back to Amazon. You might have a bunch of tabs open. It's pretty easy once you get the hang of it. Let's type in Beats headphones. And again, you might want to be on all departments and give you a better results. Here we go. These look nice. Again, you're just trying to get people into Amazon. They might buy this one product, but they might start searching around trying to find a better price. As long as they get into Amazon through your site, your cookie will be there, your affiliate ID, and you'll get paid whenever they buy anything, even if they hop over to something else. So let's grab this 10-digit ASIN ID for this one. Go back to our post. Here's where it's going to show up. ASIN page. We paste it in, click Submit, and let's click Publish. View post, and look at this. And we can see that this shows the reviews. This particular item is not accessible through the product advertising API, so we'll have to go find one that is. We'll fix that right now. We'll go back to our page. You can click on Edit Post. We're going to take this ASIN ID out, and we're going to find another one inside of Amazon. Okay, so sometimes Amazon, they'll block certain specific products, and that's okay. So another trick that you can do is we open up the bullseye, make sure your cursor's blinking where you want the ads to show, and we can do the search results page. And we can just type in Beats headphones, and just in the keyword, and we can click Submit. Click Update over here. Preview changes. So take us back to the web page. And now we scroll down and look at this. Here's all the Beats headphones showing up. So it's pretty cool. The web the web post is very monetized. We also have content to attract the search engines. And again, we can just drive a ton of traffic. So there you have it. It's really as simple as that. Again, you can do each post in less than an hour. Your goal should be 2 to 3 posts per week. Personally, I like to just only show the one ad and have more content. But again, you can change it up. This links directly to Amazon. And again, when anyone goes there and buys something, you get paid. Now, for those of you that have eBay, some of you guys have the eBay affiliate program. I'm going to make another brief video, which is going to show you how to use the plugin for eBay. Thank you very much, and if you guys have any questions, just shoot me a quick email. But again, just play around with this. It's real easy to do, super powerful, can bring you a ton of targeted traffic that converts.